Blackleg has been a very destructive disease to the canola industry since canola came into Australia in the early 1970s. And as such, the Blackleg part of that has always attracted a lot of public funding. So now the GRDC use their funds to generate independent Blackleg ratings. So all the seed companies in Australia submit their cultivars to the GRDC project, which I coordinate 2 years prior to release. So we get to play with those cultivars for 2 years before they get commercially released to the growers. And what we do is we have 8 disease nurseries across all 4 canola growing states in Australia. And in those nurseries, we basically grow canola on canola with no fungicides, no seed treatments. And we just count how many plants actually survive for each of those cultivars. And from that data, we develop the Blackleg ratings. And obviously, the higher the plant survival, the higher the Blackleg rating you're going to get. And then once we've assigned cultivars their Blackleg ratings, we really then look about how you then manage those ratings. So for instance, if you're an R-rated cultivar, really that means even under really high disease pressure, canola, wheat canola rotations under high rainfall, those cultivars should get very minimal yield loss. But as we drop down those ratings, that yield loss will increase. So if you're an MR type resistance under that really high disease pressure, you will start to get some yield loss and you may benefit from a fungicide. However, if you take that same MR Blackleg rating and then put it into a more traditional canola growing area, a 1 in 4 year rotation, moderate rainfall, then you probably don't need a fungicide. And obviously, if you take it to more of a mallee environment, you wouldn't need it either at all. On the flip side, if you've got like an MR/MS type resistance rating in a mallee environment, you still don't need a fungicide. But if you bring it into a moderate type environment, well, then you would need a fungicide. So it's about knowing what is the Blackleg rating of my cultivar, and then what's the environment, the disease pressure that I'm growing it under, and then you'll get a good idea of whether there'll be yield loss and whether you need to change cultivars to a higher Blackleg rating, or whether you use your existing cultivar and then protect it with a fungicide.